the lineup for the fourth match. Southside, woo-hoo! From the Border Garrison, 7th Regiment, captained by 1st Lieutenant Byrne. Looks like you're up. This is the last fight of the day, so you better make it count. Understood. We'll give them 12 kinds of hell, army style. Let's do this, people. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Northside, Red Team! From the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, captained by 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Hey, it's them. Lieutenant Lawrence. Wasn't he the one who...
We now begin the fourth match of the no-holds-barred tournament. Both teams go to your starting places. Take your positions.
Good. And we're here on the fourth match. We got the regular army versus the special ops soldiers. It's very strange though, Bob. No one's ever seen or heard of these special ops soldiers until recent events, and now they're everywhere. They've taken over the villa, they're patrolling the area, looking for terrorists, participating in the tournament. How could something have been around that no one has known about, and why now all of a sudden they decide to make a public appearance? I don't know there, Dave, but they sure are strong, and they are defeating these guys, really kicking their booties, and I think the army just lost. They got their captain left, and he's not doing too hot. And that's that.
Go! Winner is Lawrence's team.
Holy, that was a massacre. Impressive. Given that they were a man short in the prelims, I figured they'd have another join in. I guess they had an ace in the hole. Still, Joshua and I are also aces in the same hole then, since we too missed the preliminaries. Haha, perhaps that bodes well for us. The trick is to come later. That fighting style. Huh? Joshua, what's wrong? It can't be, but... Joshua! Oh, I'm okay. No need to worry. I was just kind of taken aback at how good that guy's swordsmanship is. Really. I'm impressed. You've got a good eye, Joshua. And that concludes our first day of full contact matches. Today's winners were Kurt's team, Don's team, Zen's team, and Lawrence's team. Who among them will be crowned the King of Fighters? Stay with us to find out. Receive 20,000 Mira cash prize.
That's a lot of dough.
Alright then, 2 days down, 2 days to go. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we're moving on to the next round. Of course. Seriously though, we've got some real tough opponents left to face. Our fellow guild members, plus the Sky Bandits. True, we can't afford to let our guard down. Oh come now, what truly is there for us to be concerned over? We have built this dream together, to stand strong forever. Nothing is going to stop us now. Wait a second. Isn't that song? Built this dream together, stand strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. I'm pretty sure that that's like a legitimate song that he's just quoted. So yes, it is a song he's quoting by MYMP. My fist is going to stop you if you don't stop spouting nonsense and take this seriously. While positive thinking isn't a bad thing, we've got to keep each other's spirits up from today, so that we'll be ready for tomorrow. So in the interest of that, I'm going to the bar. What about you guys? For my part, I would most graciously join you. We should go report at the guild. They might have some new info on our assignment. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, Zen. We'll have to take a rain check. Alright, goodbye for now then. We'll meet up again tomorrow morning in the hotel lobby. Au revoir, my dear pussycats. Okay, so off to the guild. Right. And it wouldn't hurt to try getting some information from around town, too. Like what exactly? Heh, check you two out. You got time to just stand around? Oh, hi there. You guys must be tired from today. Don't start acting all cocky on us. This last time we didn't have a whole lot of time to train properly. Next time, though, we'll win. Huh? You want to do this again? Ha ha ha, it's fine. If we have another chance, we'll be happy to have a rematch. Hey, Estelle, don't you think you're being a little hasty? Oh, what's the big deal? If we keep up with our own training, we'll be fine. Heh, aren't you the optimistic little twerp? Well, here, take this. Received Grancel Sewer Key A. What's this? Looks like an extremely old key. It'll open up that barred-off passage to the west block. It leads to a huge underground sewer system. We got that key by pure chance, so we go down there every day to explore. There's a ton of really tough monsters in there, so you'd better make sure you're absolutely ready. Well, Hey, don't get us wrong. Losing to you just pissed us off is all. Listen, you better win that tournament. We won't accept any less. We've said what we came to say, so we'll see you later. Okay. So what's that all about? I think they were trying to show us that they're rooting for us. Maybe they're telling us to use the sewer to train ourselves before the big match. I guess that makes sense. Maybe they really have turned over a new leaf. Haha, maybe they just like your manly nature. After all, you are the most violent person I've ever met. Manly? Violent? What are you trying to say, Joshua? Well, whatever. I say we should accept whatever goodwill is offered. It's late, though. I think we should wait before we go underground. We can give it a try before tomorrow's match. Okay, let's stop at the guild then, and report in to Elnan. Right, let's go to the guild. It's weird they gave us a key to the sewer, but I guess we'll use it. Maybe we'll find something cool down there. Who knows? How do we get out of here again? Alright, let's go to the guild and we'll check the board and we'll report and whatever. Anything? Nope, no requests. Talk. Estelle, Joshua, congratulations on your victory. Thank you, thank you. Wait, how'd you know already? Grant already reported in. So how was it? Honestly, it felt more like surviving than actually winning. Joshua explained that there were sky bands and special op teams. I see. I'd heard that the sky bands were given special permission to participate, but I must admit, I'm surprised to hear about the special ops, particularly that their leader is so powerful. The team was pretty tough, but that commander was, like, on a different level altogether. He moved like a cat and was swinging that huge sword around like it was a toy. I could barely believe he was human, the way he was fighting. Yeah, what she said. Elnan, what do you know about Second Lieutenant Lawrence's personal history? Nothing, I'm afraid. The Intelligence Division is new, and Colonel Richard suppressed all information regarding them since their official inception. That includes information on the lieutenant. Drat. Joshua, you seem pretty caught up with that guy in red. Is there something we should be watching out for? No, we just need to know who we're facing, that's all. Anything that can give us an edge in the tournament. Good point. Knowing your enemy is the best way to beat him, after all. Actually, this doesn't concern the lieutenant exactly. Today at noon, a military patrol vessel arrived at the landing port. Its passenger was the colonel's right-hand woman, Captain Amelitha. That is news. Captain Amelitha, is that sneaky fox-faced woman? That witch who used Tita to threaten the professor? She's traveling through all of the major cities. Her arrival was unexpected, and caused all civilian airship lines to run late. Yeah, that doesn't bode well. A tour of the major cities. Sounds like a cover for her to hunt down the professor. We've got all bracers investigating her trip very carefully. We'll let you know as soon as we learn anything. You two just focus on the tournament for now. You bet. Thanks so much for all your help. Okay, well, we talked. There's still nothing on the board. I guess we'll go back to the hotel then. Turn in for the night. Doesn't seem like there's much left to do. Should we pop in and real quick and see what Zin and the other guy's up to? Oh, there, let's talk to them real quick. Estelle, Joshua, Ooh, you guys like a drink too? We're underage, you know. What's that? You guys don't want a drink? Drink? I said drink instead of drink. Oh, this is just prime. What do you guys say? Why, the night's festivities have only just begun. There are cells to go before we sleep. Where is he putting all of that food? Does he have, like, a vortex in his belly? Let's get back to the hotel. You want a drink? I laugh at my own jokes. So, you're finally back. You sure know how to keep a fellow waiting. Hey, I know that voice. It's Niall! Good to see you, Niall. How have you been? Don't tell me you came here just to see little old us. Okay then, I won't tell you. I'm doing interviews with the 20 contestants for my article. I figured you folks would be the best bet for getting the inside story. I was hoping to get a chance to ambush you into an interview at the hotel. You're way too good at your job, you know that? Well, it's not that we're not glad to see you, but this is you we're talking about. What's your angle? Hunting for the next big story, I'll bet. Ha! You wound me to the quick, kid. I've been like a big brother to you. You scratched my back, I scratched yours, and now you think of me as nothing but a news hound. We know you're nothing but a news hound. Not to mention, the age difference is a little much for us to think of you as a brother. Oh, shut it. If that's how you're going to be, then I'm leaving, and you're coming with me. I wouldn't mind a little night air before bed. Good. We're halfway there, then. There's this quaint little eatery right next door to where I work. It's the perfect place to sit and talk. Hey, this is a nice little place. Feels less like a bar and more like a coffee shop. That might explain the smell of coffee. I hear the owner started this place as a hobby. The brew here is amazing. Plus, he took some advice from someone later on and added curry rice to the menu. Curry with authentic spices. I just like the atmosphere out here, though, personally. Have a seat. Let's get this interview started. Not so fast. We were just in that big match, so we're pretty damned hungry, and I'm not about to smell food without eating food. Dinner does sound lovely right about now, actually. Grr, damn kids. Fine, I'll buy you dinner. And while you're stuffing your faces, you give me exclusive on any news you found. And there's the pitch. By the way, isn't Dorothy with you today? Nah, I gave her something else to work on. Now come on, inside the both of you. Phew, the food here sure is spicy. Tasty, though. Nothing beats ribs covered in sauce with some potatoes that are cooked just right. I like a good cup of coffee after a meal myself. I've always heard it's difficult to make it well. Bah, way to eat up a man's paycheck, you guys. I don't know how I'm supposed to afford all this on a reporter's salary. Now, it was a great meal, and great meals don't come cheap. Okay now, you were saying something about an interview. I could write a story about extortion. Moving on, there ain't been much to confirm that the Queen's really taken ill after the guardsmen went all terrorist. What I need is some clear info that hasn't been combed over and cleaned up by the army. I heard a little from Dorothy about the kidnapping in Zeus. Look, let me get right to the point. I know you've got Colonel Richards by the proverbial tail. I just need to know how hard you're holding on. Way to be blunt there. Sounds like you've already figured out an awful lot. I knew he was crooked. Before that interview in our magazine bumped up his popularity, he wasn't really well known or worth paying attention to. Seems like this guy has been planning his moves every step of the way. Right now, we can't say for sure that he's planning some kind of treason against the throne, but it does look like he's manipulating the Duke somehow. Duke Dunnan. He's taking advantage of the Queen's poor health and acting like he owns Grancell Castle, all right. But what I don't get is why none of the military bigwigs are making their move. Well, about that, what do you think, Joshua? Should we tell him? Well, we could definitely use some fresh intel ourselves. As long as he scratches our backs, let's scratch his. Hey now, You two know something, don't you? We would have told you sooner, but anything we say from here on out has to be completely off the record. We hope you're ready for this. Ah, shit. I'm really not going to like this, am I? But fine. Say what you're gonna say. You said you were ready for this. That's just... no way. Are you really serious? I'm afraid so. The Special Ops soldiers were behind the Skybane incident, as well as the arson. Not to mention the kidnapping of the kingdom's greatest scientific mind. General Morgan is at the top of the chain of command, and even he's basically under arrest. All of the terrorist-style activities are being made out to look like the guardsmen are doing it. Okay, enough. You've made your point. Damn it all. I can't even report a word of this. The Army censors already have their stamps all over the latest issue. They did their work at the final printing stage. Really. And I'm left with nothing to cover except for this damn tournament. Hey, wait a minute. You two have something up your sleeves, don't you? That's why you're in the tournament. You could say that. We can't give you all the details on our current request. We do, however, think that we need to make a move just to break the deadlock. You don't say. Alright then. Since I can't do anything as a reporter, I might as well pitch in. I'll see what I can dig up. I've got a few sources with fingers in places the guild would never go. That'll be a big help. Doing anything to oppose the military is going to be a risky proposition, you know. Are you sure you're okay with this? Let me deal with that. Now's as good of a chance as ever to prove that the pen really is mightier than the sword. Niall. Understood, thank you. Yeah, just leave it to me. So what do you want more information on? Info about the Army's movements would be good, as would knowing whether or not all of the Royal Guardsmen have been arrested, and also where General Morgan is being held. Got it. All stuff that I've been thinking about too. I'll check them out. Anything else? Maybe some background info on someone in the intelligence division. Huh? You mean like a background check? On Colonel Richard, Captain Annalitha, and Second Lieutenant Lawrence. If we have to face any of them, the more we know, the better our odds. If you know the enemy, and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. And you can bet that the Colonel's working on the same principle. He'll probably be watching the fights tomorrow and the next day. Do you think you can manage it, Niall? I do know a few Army folks. I can't get you anything classified, but I might be able to scare up that profile info. Okay then, I'll see what I can do. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. We appreciate it. Hey, don't mention it. You can pay me back by winning that championship and filling me in on what you hear at the dinner party. I figured as much. We'll do everything we can. Afterwards, Estelle and Joshua returned to their hotel room, where they retired early for the night. The next morning... Well, we all seem accounted for. Shall we be off? Our match is in the afternoon, just like yesterday, so we're free to do as we please in the meantime. We can stop by and get our equipment set up, and maybe even work in a little monster killing on the way. Oh, if that's what you're after, I know exactly where to go. Estelle told them about the key to the sewers that the Ravens had given her and Joshua. You don't say. That's mighty interesting. I hear there are some tough monsters down there, so maybe they'll prove to be worthy opponents. The Byzantine labyrinth snaking out beneath the jeweled city. My adventurer's bosom strains its corset strings. I have no problem with that, provided that we have time. I think the entrance is just at the edge of the Western Block's residential district. Right. Once again, we will go to the guild, and then we'll go check out the sewers and see what's down there. Must be something, otherwise it wouldn't give us a key. This really is just useless monster fighting. Anything? Aha! Sewer Monster West. What a coincidence. A ferocious monster known as a Scissor Hands has been spotted roving the west blocks of the sewer. Bracers from this branch are required to deal with this threat immediately. Right, let's go do that then. Do we get to the sewers again? I think it's this way up here. And through... no. This way? I think it's this way. That guy was an awful big hurry. Where am I going? And there should be an entrance around here somewhere. Right here?